This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so great to have you joining me here in these online lessons. This is lesson 39 in this mini course that is all about flat picking. In this lesson, we're going to work on two things. The first thing is we're going to continue to work with the strumming pattern that I introduced in the last lesson. I've got it written up here on the board. Bass up, down up, alternate bass up, down up. Worked on that last time. We're going to work on inserting melodic fills. Now this is sort of a new thing. I've teased maybe just a teeny bit with it in the past in some previous lessons, but not so much. We've mostly done walking bass notes between chord changes. Now we're going to insert actual little melodic fills between chord changes, so it's going to be great. And this will push us sort of our ear and our fingers as we get ready for future lessons to come, where I'll teach you how you can improvise or create melodic fills of your own. So it's going to be great. We're going to go ahead and dive in. This one, for this lesson, we're using Flatpicking number 6. It's an exercise song that I have created for us. So down in the description below, there's a link. You can click on that link, download a free copy of the sheet music in PDF format. And you'll want to do that so you can play right along with me. Now I'm going to start off by just playing through this once, and then we'll work on the different elements. So it sounds like this. So you got 1, 2, ready, and okay, super fun. Now, let's go ahead and look at the different parts. This is written in both standard music notation and tablature. So if this is the first lesson you've jumped in on, great. There's lots of lessons that build up to this skill, but you can play right along with us. In the Method Book series, which has videos in the online academy as well, there's one on note reading, actually three books on note reading, but there's books that can get you going with note reading, and there's books that get you going with tablature. So you can check those out. There's also a quick answer video in the quick answer series that can help you get going with tablature. So that's a great place to start if you just want to jump right in and aren't sure how to do it. With this specific one, on the tablature, anywhere there's strumming, it's not actually written in. We just have the bass note written in. But as you can see in the standard music notation, we got the bass note and then up, down, up, just like the strumming pattern up here on the board. So we're going to look at the strumming and these chords first. There's some variations in the alternating bass, but with this in the tablature, the actual bass note pluck is written, and then you just need to know you got to do the up, down, up strumming there. So starting on that G chord, our bass note plucks are going to go from that root, 3rd fret of that 6th string, and then we've got that 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then the open. So we're doing 3 different alterations there. We come back, and we go up again and come back. So it's kind of written in, it's kind of nice. So we get the bass up, down, up. So you may want to work that as many times as you need to, plucking out those variations on the bass note plucks. Work that as much as you need to. Then on the C chord, it's slightly different. We start out 3rd fret on that 5th string, and then up to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, we got the open 3rd string. We come back down all the way and then grab the low 3rd fret on that 6th string. So slightly different, but kind of similar. So with the C, then you want to practice this as much as you need to. That's how that works. I'll do it one more time. 1, 2, ready, and you get the C. that one works. Work that as many times as you need to. Then we got the D7 on the next line. So we'll start with that open 4th string up to the 2nd fret of that 3rd string, back to the 4th string, then to the open 5th string, back to the 4th string, back to the 5th string. So 1, 2, ready, and... So I'll do it one more time. 1, 2, ready, and... You can do that as many times as you need to get comfortable. And we're back to the G. And the G does the exact same thing it's done before. Then we're up to the C, which also does the exact same thing that was done before. We're up to the D7 then, which does the same thing as done before, and back to the G. Now on this last line, we just have part of it with the G. This ending written. So that's how the strumming part works, which is kind of cool. Now let's look at the melodic fills that are inserted in between. Now in a couple lessons down the road, actually 2 lessons down the road, I'm going to start teaching you how to improvise these and teach you some different licks. But you can learn these, and these will give you ideas as well. But here they're written in, gets our fingers used to it, gets our ear used to it as we learn how to improvise them down the road. But right here on that first line, the last bar, we've got, so we got a pull off here. We're going to pluck that open 4th string, and then I'm going to do a pull off. So we're going to work that as many times as you need to. And I'm doing that alternating plucking, so I'm plucking down on the notes that are on the beat and up on the notes that are on the offbeat. So get used to that one. On the second line, that last measure, we've got a slightly different melodic fill. This one also has a pull off, 2 open. So we see the slur line written there. Anytime we have a slur written, we have a couple different options. If it's going from a higher pitched note to a lower pitched note, we can do a pull off. Sort of works in the same way. If it was going from a lower pitched note to a higher pitched note, we can do a hammer on. So that's always like a go-to automatic. And then we also could do a slide sometimes, where we actually slide down to it. Most of the time, when it's more than 1 or 2 frets, we're going to do a pull off. And when we're going to an open string, we almost always do pull offs. So in this case, just like we did on the last one, we're going to do a pull off. So we got, you can get used to that. And then so it's going to pull us up to that D chord. Like that. So get that one under your fingers, and then on the third line we've got another one. So we got the open D, pull off, or you could actually in this case do a slide if you wanted to do a slide. Slides don't work to the open strings very well. Hammer-ons and pull-offs work when the open strings are involved. Hammer-on happening when we're going from the open string to something higher. But when we're moving from one fret to the next, we can choose to slide or to do it as a hammer-on or a pull-off, depending on what direction we're going. So in this particular case, I could do slide if I wanted to, or I can do a pull-off. Probably just do a pull off. There's times where I really like the sound of the slide, but in this one it doesn't really make it easier to play, and it doesn't really change the sound that much. So you want to get used to that one. Then on the fourth line, this one sounds like this. So got that pull off, and then the little chromatic. So get that one down. Over on the next page, we've got one. You can slide your hand up if you want to and be in second position because we're grabbing if you don't want to use your pinky, but I just use my pinky. Or you can use your ring finger and slide if you wanted to from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret, but figure out how you want to finger it. And that's how that one goes. Now with all of these, I haven't been doing it, but you may want to add in the pitch you're going to. So we're going to be going to the open D, so as you're learning it, it's really how it comes out, because that's the movement of the next chord. And then we got the one on the next line, which is the second to last line. I can go down and grab that G. So just like that, and then the very last thing is a little bit of an ending. Which is super fun. I'm going to go ahead and play this with you at a nice slow tempo so you can kind of get used to inserting these melodic fills. The more the melodic fill is comfortable, the easier it is to break up the strumming and jump into it and then get back into the strumming. I'll give us a couple of tempos that we can play this at. So let's take it nice and slow. Right there. So you got 1, 2, ready, and G. Okay, and I'll take it a little bit faster. Super fun. See it, you can hear it a little bit faster, hear how that sounds, and work up to that tempo. Or maybe you're already ready to play at that tempo with me right now. So you're gonna 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, super fun. I hope you're having fun with this. Just keep working on it. In the next lesson, so in lesson 40, we're going to do a similar thing. We've got more melodic fills in another flat picking fun exercise song, and we're using a different strumming pattern. So lots of fun things to work. We'll also do some hammer-ons in that strumming pattern. So some cool stuff. I'll see you next time. Take care. Keep having fun playing that guitar. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at kristenbromley.com. Take care.